In this video, I'll be talking about JavaScript numbers. Okay, so in JavaScript, we have about two type of number. But before I proceed, let me first of all create my index.html. Then inside this place, I will be creating two elements. One is hash1. I just want to use this to display my output to the browser. So I give it an ID. I will call it hash1. You can call it anything you want. The second element I'll be creating is called script. Inside this script now, I'll be giving it attributes of source src. Then the value of the src will be my external external JavaScript. So I will not be writing JavaScript within this HTML. I will be writing it outside in my external JavaScript file. So it will make the code look more clean and is the best practice. Okay, so let me write the name of my external JavaScript, which is index.js. So that's my JavaScript um file name. Okay, having done this, I think I'm done with what I need to do here. So inside our JavaScript, let me say, so I will start displaying as I'm illustrating. So let me use documents. If you don't know what this document or get element by ID does, go and watch my video on HTML when that gets elements. Go and watch my video on HTML JavaScript. You understand what this thing does. Okay, dot get elements by ID and put parameter this, then the name of the hash1. Let's say dot inner HTML. Okay, then let me say enter, set it equal to. Okay, I'll put a string. So to illustrate this now, there's two types of number in JavaScript. We have an integer, like 2 now is an integer. Let me refresh this page. Like 2 now is an integer. Okay, 3 is an integer. Just any number that is a whole number that does not have dots or minus is an integer. Okay, but if the number has something like 4 point something, is not longer an integer, is a float. So we have two types of number, integer and float. If the number have dots, anything dot number, it is called a float. Okay, having said that, you can actually do some arithmetic with float. You can say something like 4 can say 4 point let's say 4.5 4.4 let's say divided by, let's say, 2.1 to print out the answer. So you can see it will give you the answer in float. Okay, that is it for the two types of number. Then there's another type of number we have extra large or small number. We have extra large number and small number. You can simply illustrate that by doing this. I want to create a variable. Let me put this thing as output. Let me say output. Then under here I'll create a variable and I'll assign this I will call the variable var. I'll call it output output, and I will assign it a value of this number. Let me say something like if I say something like 2, let me say 234, something like this now, and then put small e, and then put something like 5. Okay, it's saying undefined as how. Why is this telling me undefined? Why undefined? It's I use the same this thing. Why is it telling me undefined? Okay, what if I come here and I say something like let me write it there. Let me say 38 7 e. Let me say e7. Yeah, this is what I want. Why is this variable not giving me that? I wanted to use variable. Why is it not outputting in there? Why is this saying undefined? I want to know why. Document.get element by ID. Let me close this. Let me see why the issue. Let me set it equal to, let me say 2 or 3. Okay, then about say something like dot, not dot e4 is displaying here. Then why is it not I only want to figure it out. Let me say output supposed to, why is it saying undefined? Undefined as how? Undefined the output equals to, I assign it to this value. Why? I think let me just keep this and make use of this one. Okay, let me remove this variable store. I don't know what is wrong with it, why it's giving me that. So let me just do it inside this place. So illustrating that extra large number, so to or extra small number. So what that in simply means, if I say something like 240 and then put e and then put something like 4, let's see what this thing simply means, that 240 is the value, then E4 simply means zeros. 4 means zero, as in 4 zeros. So once you put any value and put E, any value that is following it will be the number of zeros that will be attached to that value before E. For instance, if I remove this and let me say something like 9E 2 to give me 900. You can see that if I say 9E3 to give me 9,000. How about 9E5? That should be 900,000. How about 9E6? Yes, 9 million. How about 9E90 to give me around zeros? Okay, to also give me E plus 9. It will not, the browser by default will not allow it to fill the screen. It just compact it by using this one, which is 9 plus, that is just an abbreviation, 9 um, 9 plus 90 zeros. That's what this thing means. Okay, if I say something like how about 10, yeah, it will still give me this. So this is for extra large number. So I can actually say something like 230 E5, no, not E50 but E5 to give me 230. You can see the output here, but if let me try and see if I can put a comma in between them and see what it will look like. Let me try that. Let me try and put something like comma in between them. I'm not sure it will work. I'm not sure it will work. Well, let me concatenate and see whether it will work. No, it won't work. It won't work. Okay, let me leave that. It won't work. I wanted to put a comma, but I'm not sure it will. But if you figure it out that is working, just drop the how you did it in the comment box, so we all can also grab that. Okay, having said that, we have another one called a small number, extra small number. So to do that one, inside this place, what we'll do is, let's say something like that in 230. Then what we now say e minus, you put e minus, let's say e minus 4, you can see the output will now give you a kind of a decimal 0 0.0, which means it starts from 0 point to count it. That's what this minus e minus does. But if I say something like e9, so you can see it is much. Let me say something like let me use something like e6 and see what it looks like. Yeah, I can see now it's giving me 0.0004. So this, it will give you the values in decimals. Okay, but let me have, what if I let me reduce this. Okay, so we have 0, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 6 zeros before our value. Okay, that is it for uh, what is it called, extra and extra large number and extra small numbers. Okay, now I want to talk about a string as a number. Like for instance, now let me try out this mine. I really need that JavaScript. I really need to put this thing in variable, or let me do it this way. Still, this thing is still, but let me just do it this way. For instance, if I say something like if I put 2 in string and say something like um another string now, let me see, or let me say divided by this is a 2, quite all right. Then this is a string, then let me also to put 2 here. Let's also put 2 here. Okay, you can see the output now. This is a string. The JavaScript will try as much as possible to calculate the value of the string. Okay, but if it's something like a normal letter, it will say something like na, yeah, not a number. Okay, so let me press it with a number. Let me say 2. So the reason why you are seeing the reason why JavaScript is doing this thing is that the content is numbers. Okay, okay, you can actually do asterisk. You can put asterisk to multiply it. You can multiply. Then you can also put minus, which is hyphen, to minus it. But you will not use plus. Plus will just concatenate it. It will just merge it up as a string. Okay. So the best practice, if you want to do this thing, just if you want to make use of plus, just remove the string. Let it be only number. Then it will add it up. Let me remove this one. Then it will add it up and give you the answer. Likewise, other things. But the reason why the plus is not working for the not the reason why the additional operator is not working for string numbers is because it is mainly used for concatenating a string. Okay, string will always be concatenated when you use a plus operator, but when you use arithmetic, if it's not number in the string, it will not do anything. It will tell you that it's not a number. Okay, so having said this now, you can actually actually do number divided by a string number, like divided by 2 to still give you the sentence. You can see that. Okay, but you cannot do it with a plus. If you put plus here, let's see what will happen. Let's see what plus will do. To still concatenate them two and give you a concatenated value. Okay, so having said this, now the next I want to quickly talk about is this number called hexadecimal numbers. So the hexadecimal number, you can just make more inquiry about it. I don't really not use it most of the time. I don't even use it. But if you might just figure it out or learn more about it, if you are really interested in it, I will just touch it a little bit. So that the hexadecimal starts with 0 times a value, a value that comes from I think 1 to f, 1 to f, if I may remember. So if you say something like 0 times the times will now be, I think, is it asterisk? Let me try asterisk times let me say a. Let's see what the output. I think it's supposed, let me see whether it's this one times is it, I think, times a block, or about this. Yeah, this is the hexadecimal. Yeah, so this is the hexadecimal value now, 0 times a. Then if you put b, it will keep on, I think it will increment. Then if you put c, it will keep on incrementing. Then you can also add say something like double the value. Let me say dd. It will keep on giving you some sort of a value. And if you say something like if you add number to, let me say 1 2 3 4, it will also give you some values, 4000 something. So this is a hexadecimal. So you can actually go in depth and know more about hexadecimal and how you can apply it to what you are doing. Once you know hexadecimal and how it works, you can just use this thing and just apply it here. It's very simple, but just know, go more and study more about hexadecimal, know how it works, how to make use of it. Then when you come to coding, you can actually apply it here. It's as simple as that. Having said that, I think I've come to the end of this JavaScript numbers. Okay, so thank you for watching. See you in the next video.